Welcome, Taurus, to your Astrodice reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Taurus. Those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope. Okay, what's going on for Taurus in March? Taurus in March, please. Taurus in March. Straight to the 7th house. I seen that right off the bat. And we have Mercury coming in as the planet with Aries. Ooh, nice, beautiful fire sign right there coming in. Oh, you know you got that Aries going on. You got some impulsive action for sure. Okay, we got Mercury, so we got this communication. We got this how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Okay, and going Aries style over here. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely to occur. Okay, and going straight into the 7th house. 7th house is talking about the area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family. So this one can actually hit all kinds of areas, right? Kinds of areas. If you have a business partner, your romance, your family, probably even throw some friends in there, right? Okay. How awesome. Feeling energized over here. I feel this energy that's just like sparking. You know, you've got this fire coming up, and then you got this air. Okay. So getting straight into the situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the mid-month, and the end of the month. Okay, Taurus. Sun is coming out. It's almost spring. It's time to stop hibernating. No more moving slow. It's time to get going. Really, really, really start feeling activated. Sun activation. Okay. First the month, please. First the month. Got the 3 of Cups coming out. Yes, time to celebrate. Time to have some fun. Time to like wake up. Sun is shining. The birds are out. The hummingbirds feeding. Now it's time. Aries. Getting that King of Staffs. Look at that power. Look at that power coming out. This is Sag card, but that's okay because it's still showing that fire. It's still showing that power and that confidence. Wow, and that dynamic force that's going on around you, Taurus. Straight into the 7th house. The 7th house is celebrations. Man, someone is going to have a party in the beginning of the month. Someone is partying. Somebody has a birthday party or some kind of gathering that you're going to. Someone is doing something that has to do, are you going to it, you know, an Aries birthday party, an early one, are you, it would be super early, huh? Actually, it would be Pisces, it would be a Pisces birthday party. Okay, so are you going to a Pisces birthday party? Are you going to go with a Sagittarius or an Aries? Hey, maybe that's where the romance is coming in. Are you going to go party with a new person who is an Aries or a Sagittarius, maybe even a Leo? However it is, I do see a party time in the beginning of the month. Maybe it's, celebrating, I don't know, guys. Early St. Patrick's Day party. I don't know. Feels like a birthday party or maybe a wedding or something. It's really what it feels like. Maybe you're just out partying. Okay. 5 of Swords. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Careful. Careful of the 5 of Swords. Someone at this party is, and it could be a Gemini. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Okay, here's the weird thing here that I just heard. Guys, I don't know who this is for, but you know that there might be a King of Swords who started about you, who really likes you. But here's the weird thing about it. They might like do that childhood, like hit you in the arm. I like you. And they might kind of like throw you under the bus. They're doing that because they like you. That's for somebody, and I'm telling you right now, it's because they're determined to make you understand that they like you. What are we, 6? I'm telling you, that is happening for someone. Someone, you're going to a party or you're with friends, you're at an occasion, this person likes to talk like smack to you or kind of, you know, joke around with you harshly. And you see them as like a jerk. And it's only because they like you and they're determined to make you understand that they like you. But it's almost to the point to where, Taurus, it's almost like you're more like maybe they're even competitive with you. But it's almost to the point where it's like, you know, you're just a jerk. But they're only doing that because they like you. So it's going to be kind of known to you whenever you guys get together that this person is doing that. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, be careful with the 5 of Swords because somebody, no matter what, is... And then you have somebody who's actually wearing a false mask that you're going out partying with. They're pretending that they like you, but they don't. And you're determined to just, you know, get to know them. You're very communicative. I mean, you're in Mercury over here and you're talking and you're doing these things, but somebody is like lying to you. Someone is pretending to be somebody that they're not. Yeah. Really weird. Really, really weird. And for some of you, also be careful because somebody might actually steal something from you in the beginning of the month. Literally stealing from you. So if, you know, you might get your car stereo stolen. Somebody might, you know, so something might actually get stolen. Somebody might actually steal something from you. So make sure your car doors are locked because they literally could steal something from your car. Somebody might, yeah. Looks like you might get something stolen. Somebody's going to steal something. Okay. And be careful also because it might also be from your children. Make sure your children's bicycles are in the house. Don't let your kids leave your bikes outside because I see these also as children. So it could be another child stealing from your child. So be careful and be warned of those things at the beginning of the month. Otherwise, it looks awesome and it looks great. But you do have these little forewarning things for some of you. Okay, so, okay. I know it's crazy, but... I know it's crazy. Okay, going mid-month. Otherwise, everything looks great. Just those little forewarnings. Knight of Cups coming in. I'm not going to take anybody's offerings right now. I'm kind of worried about myself, or maybe you're waiting for an offering to come in that's not really here yet, but you know it's going to be the 10 of Coins coming into the 7th house with the moon. I'm waiting for the perfect timing. You're intuitively knowing that this person does like you. It could be that Sagittarius up there that you're partying with. However it is, and if it is this person over here trying to offer you cups or say something, you still think they're a jerk, so you ain't taking their cups of love at all. However it is, just be careful of that. Yeah, cause a Taurus. Ooh, it could be with a Scorpio. Be careful. This is opposite sex. It's definitely opposite sex. So whether it's a Scorpio woman and you're, you know, however, it's going to cause a Tower. You're going to have to bail out. It's definitely the opposite sex. The Lovers upside down. For some of you, for others of you, that person too that acts like a child and kind of hits you and, you know, kind of trying to get your attention, If you're dating that person and they're wearing a false mask, it could be because when you guys go to parties and stuff, they might act like a different person than who the person is that you're already with. Now, see, because when I'm looking at these cards down here at mid-month, and I'm looking at these cards up here, there could be someone who's trying to get your attention for some of you, and they're like punching you, they're 6, you know, and you're like, oh my God, he's such a jerk. I don't know what his problem is. And he's showing you either that or the person that you're with could be a Scorpio. And you're noticing that when you're out partying with them and you're with other people and other friends, they're like a different person. Different, like a whole different person. And you're starting to catch on to this, that they're wearing a false mask. They are not the same person that you're with when you're by yourself. So it's almost like when you're gathered together with other friends and stuff, they put on this facade of maybe being the big tough guy, when you know they're just a big soft teddy bear. Or, you know, something like this. You see what I'm saying? They're different. And it's almost like they're thieving your happiness from you because you're seeing that they're wearing a false mask. They're not the same person. And it's a real big letdown. It's a letdown. And so I think over here in mid-month, because you notice that this keeps happening maybe every time you go out, and maybe you noticed it once before, but it didn't really come out until you were like really having a good time and stuff, and then all of a sudden they were like, I'm He-Man, and you're like, no, you're not. You are a computer nerd. Stop trying to be He-Man. Okay, you see what I'm saying, right? And they're acting so different, and maybe they're because you took them somewhere else. Maybe you took them to, well, we're over here in the family. So maybe when they're with the family, they act normal. But when you went out with your friends and had this celebration, they wanted to maybe get, you know, someone else's attention, these other friends' attention or something by making them something they're not, right? And you figure this out, like, what are you doing? They're trying to be, you know, big tough guy or something. This is a total, well, for Taurus people, I am a Taurus, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a big letdown, because we don't want you to be that way. If you want to be extra funny and try to be, you know, but if they're trying to be extra funny, like it's not even a part of their personality. See, when you're wearing a false mask, Earth signs, number one, do not go that way. Virgo, you know, and Taurus, just do not play with false masks. If you're Mr. Funny Guy every now and again, then that's cool. And then all of a sudden you want to be extra funny guy, it's like, that's fine because it's a part of your personality. What I'm trying to say here, Taurus, is this is not even a part of their personality. They literally became somebody they're not. And that, to us, is fake. And when you become fake, what a turnoff. And whoever that's for, that's totally what happened. And this is going to crash down. So now you don't see them in the same light. See, you've seen them as Mr. or Mrs. Right, and now you don't see them that way. Why? Because they were over-determined to be somebody who they're not. But it's okay. I mean, you still had a great time at the party. It's just, that was really annoying, and it feels very irritating. And yes, I feel you're irritating. Whoever that's for, it is very irritating and frustrating. Because then how can I take you back to go play with my friends and go have fun with my friends and go do all these things if now they think you're like, you know, Superman, right? And you're not. You're not anything like that. Is it because you had another friend that was Mr. Tough Guy and they wanted to act like Tough Guy too? I don't know. But with the Seven of Swords over here, you do realize that they were wearing a false mask. That's how I see that. And now you're starting to say, you know what? I don't know. I'm seeing you in a different light. Okay. For others of you, there was some kind of money thing coming in that you're still waiting for. Plain and simple. The 10 of Coins. But any way you want to see it in your 7th house, dude, this backfired. It makes you want to stay away from them right now. I think it's because I'm going to say it. I think they made a jackass of themselves when you were having such a great time. Maybe too much drinking. I don't know. Yeah, you're cold shouldering them now. This is not going good. This is not going good. It went great in the very beginning of the month, but like I said, right in that area of partying, man, they turned into something that made you, it was unexpected, right? They blindsided you. What? Say, what? You do what? No, you don't. You don't do that. Okay, so now you're cold shouldering them. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Could be anybody. Okay, I got everybody and their mother up here. Got the world over here. This is actually going to bring you down, because it really did make you believe that this person really made a fool of themselves. And for others of you, because you were not dating this guy who keeps hitting you and thinking you're in you're in second grade, it looks like he's trying to offer, he wanted to offer you something. He wants to date you. He wants to say something to you. And you're like, no way. No way, Jose. You're not my type. They're just not your type. Just literally. And you're not looking for love. You're not looking for love at all. And that's for the other side of you. Okay. You're not looking for love. You're happy with your 10 of coins. This person believes that, if you took their offer, you would have the 10 of coins, and you're saying, no, I wouldn't. You're fake, because you see them as fake. No matter how you see it, you guys, whether it's somebody you're already with or somebody who's acting like they're in second grade, hitting you, you see them as fake no matter what. That's the point of this whole story this month, because no matter what, they've shown you fakeness. You're going after the sun over here, your own family. It's like you're cold shouldering them and you're going to go hang out with your family. You're only worried about your family at the end of the month with the Page of Staffs, not worried about anything else. Yeah, with the Page of Staffs, you're not traveling back towards this person. You're just kind of working on yourself at the end of the month, doing your passion, going after what you want. Now you have this impulsive action to take place within yourself. Yeah, well, it's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to work. It's time to work on, exercising, actually exercising communication with people who are not going to get on your nerve. If you imagine that one, right? Hey, where do you find those people? Yeah, you're going to exercise your communication skills with people that you intuitively know do not get on your nerve. Okay? How funny is that? Like, hey, I just want to have a good time, okay? I don't need all this. Yeah, so your progression is going towards better situations and getting away from people who seem to want to irritate you. Can we find these people? Okay, so we have the Knight of Staffs. Yeah, moving, beautiful. And not only that, it feels like you're working back again more towards your own family over here with the Sun. Your friends that you consider your own family, right? Your best friends, the people of this nature. And not allowing this person, it pretty much looks like you cut the ties with this person. You don't want anything to do with them. Yeah, no more talking. 8 of Cups, yeah. And it looks like, there's some arguments and stuff that's going on. But the discussions that are really going on, yeah, are kind of toxic with this person. But it's okay. You feel like it's kind of a challenge and you're like, oh, you're going to challenge me? Oh gosh, here we go. Challenge! Getting into bull mode over here, right? Because now you're like, well, I'm going to stay over here. But you're still trying to stay calm and cool because and here's a beautiful Mercury card coming out. You're just trying to stay calm and cool. And look at that. Calm and cool, trying to just be the beautiful Queen of Coins. Because they're trying to challenge you with the toxicity, Taurus, in the end, because they're like, how come you didn't invite me to this next party? How come you're not talking to me? And you're just like, kind of ignoring them as much as possible because it looks like you just don't want to. It looks like you really don't want a challenge right now. You're very happy. Look, you just want to communicate and have some fun, Taurus. You don't need this person over here ruining the party, right? And you definitely don't want to be around the fakeness. I'm telling you, the fakeness is really what just got me in this whole reading. And I do feel to be careful still if somebody actually trying to steal something from you. And really the stealing part is interesting, because it does feel like it could be a huge win for someone. Okay, but my goodness, yeah, they I don't know, as soon as you figured out that they were doing this, it just really, it took you for, and I know, because you know what, I'm a Taurus too, and I know one thing, man, if I took somebody with me and then they did that around my friends, or acted immature around my friends, or acted like they were 17 around my friends, I don't know, it would be a real turnoff. Yeah, I just don't think, I wouldn't be able to talk to them either. I think it would be like, I'm sorry, we can't date anymore. I gotta go. I don't want my friends to think you're immature, or that you know, you're big and tough. There's no reason for all that. So otherwise, I see beautiful things over here, Taurus, and I don't see anything, you know, anything too bad. It looks like you're just going to keep continuing to crusade and carry on and be beautiful all month. Yeah, 8 of Staffs, continuing to move up and aim for the stars. Okay, and text, and communicate. Just beautiful communication. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.